Good evening and welcome to the Dragons Fieldhouse, where Lake Orion is set to take on West Bloomfield. I'm Ted Sweetlick alongside my colleague Drew Dargaville. The Dragons have gotten off to a slow start this season with a record of 4-5. Lake Orion has played Clarkston and Avondale in their last two games. Clarkston blew them out 64-27, and Lake Orion then went on to play Avondale, winning by 20 points. On the other hand, West Bloomfield got off to a fast start of 4-0. They then faltered, losing 5 of their last 6 games. They come into tonight's game with a 5-5 record. It looks like it should be a close game. For more on that, let's talk to Drew.
Thanks, Ted. I think the key for tonight's game will be getting big man John McCarty as involved as possible. He's their best inside presence, and he can also shoot from the perimeter. They also need to work on getting the ball inside to big man Nate Markham and David Henry if they want to win this game. As for West Bloomfield, they need to score early and often and try to keep the crowd out of the game as much as possible. That's all we have. We'll see you back here at tip-off.
And here we go. Nate Markham gets the tip off, and it goes straight to Zach Green. Damon Johnson passes it back to Green. To Nate Markham, to Green, who misses the layup.
It was a good move, but he couldn't finish. They get the ball back.
West Bloomfield turned the ball over, and Green got it back. Green has the ball. He's getting double teamed. David Henry has the ball. He's driving. He passes to Nate Markham. Nate Markham's going inside. They called an offensive foul on Nate Markham. That is his first. Tristan Jackson bringing the ball up the court. Passes to number 15, Anton Luca, who takes a shot and makes it. Damon Johnson bringing the ball up the court. He passes to David Henry, who thinks about a shot, doesn't, and
David Henry
goes
makes
in
a nice
for the
move
layup.
Inside and puts in the layup. Those are Lake Orion's first 2 points of the game. Oh, thank you.
Tristan with the ball. Takes the shot, and it's good. Zach Green bringing the ball up the court. It's blocking foul on number 1, Michael King.
That's West Bloomfield's first foul of the game. David Henry with the 2 points right there. He has 4 points on the game.
Nate gets the deflection, but not the steal. King driving, dishes it off to Wynn. And
shoots a 3, misses short.
Joe Turnbull gets a long pass from Green.
Nate's looking for the ball down low.
Johnson has it, drives, tries to pass it to Nate, but it's picked off.
He had the open lane, but made a bad pass.
Luca with 2. David Henry bringing the ball up the court. He passes it to Johnson.
Zach Green dishes it into Nate Markham, and he passes it to David Henry, and there's 2 more points for David Henry. He now has 6 points on the game.
King passes it to Reed, but Johnson steals the pass that Al Reed had attempted.
Nice dish to David.
To David Henry.
And he gets another 2 points. David has all 8 of their points so far this game. West Bloomfield ties it right back up.
Luca with 2 points. David Henry bringing him back up. Passes it to Zach Green. They still haven't got over the half court. They just get over half court. Zach Green driving. Passes it to Joe Turnbull.
That was a risky pass.
David Henry
drives.
shoots. He's fouled. He will go to the line for 2.
David's looking to add on to his 8 points he already has. David's having a great game so far.
He has all 8 of Lake Orion's points.
David steps up to the free throw line. Ooh, misses the first free throw.
David next attempt is up and good.
That's David's 9th point of the game. He has all Lake Orion's points still.
Zach Green with the steal.
What a steal by Zach.
And he keeps it inbounds. He's bringing it back up the court. Passes it to Joe Turnbull,
Gets it
who then
inside
tries to
Damon.
get it to Johnson. Stolen away. Jackson up for the shot. It's no good. David Henry with the rebound. To Turnbull. Johnson gets the pass from Turnbull. Can't find anywhere to go.
Tries to drive it, but there's no room.
Turnbull with the shot. It's good
Turnbull
for 2.
gets his first 2 points of the game. First person not named David Henry to score for the Dragons.
King settling it down to win. And now to Jackson. Jackson back to King. King back to Jackson.
Dragons are playing tight defense and aren't letting them pass the ball inside to their big men.
Jackson thought about shooting, didn't, then took a 2-pointer, no good. David Henry with the rebound. Johnson bringing it back up the court.
Ooh. Tries a spin move, but it doesn't work. Wide open, Zach Green shoots a 3, misses. West Bloomfield has the ball now, and they're looking to score 2 more
Wynn
points.
had that rebound after the missed basket.
Oh, what a block down low.
Turnbull has the ball, passes it to Johnson.
Johnson with the furious drive and puts in 2 points for the Dragons.
Jackson with the ball. He's settling the game down. Going pretty slow. King now has it.
West Bloomfield trying to set something up, waiting for number 5 to get back down the court.
Wynn passed it to Jackson, who passes it to King, back to Wynn. Wynn thinks about shooting, doesn't. Tries to drive, but there's nothing there. King gets it, drives, dishes it for the 2-point basket by Luca.
That's Lucas's 6th point of the game.
Johnson has the ball now. David Henry takes a shot.
Looks like there's some contact, but no foul called. They get it back to David, and he gets his 11th point of the game.
Jackson with the ball. Passes it off to Wynn, but it is no good. Johnson gets the rebound. He tries to spin move, but travels.
Tries getting fancy with the spin move, but couldn't keep his dribble while doing so. John McCarty comes into the game for the first time. I think he'll really be the key for the Dragons tonight.
King is bringing it up the court slowly. He passes to Jackson, back to King. to Bailey. Bailey has it to King, to Jackson. King has it again. They're just passing it around.
Like Orion's defense has been doing a really good job this first quarter and stopping getting it to the inside.
That is correct. They have only gotten outside perimeter shots, not many inside, maybe one or two. It's deflected out of bounds, and the Lakers keep possession of the ball. Jackson has it, throws it over to King, gives it to number 33.
Whoa.
It's blocked.
Blocked by David Henry. They give it to John to bring up the court. Back to Nate. Oh, and he gets it stripped away, but David gets it.
Off the front of the rim. David to Nate. Nate
travel
walks.
on Nate Markham.
West Bloomfield is going to inbound it.
They're bringing in number 21, Kevin McAdoo, and number 11, Dejuan Beard.
And McAdoo got the inbound pass, but now gave it back to Jackson. McAdoo with the ball.
Oh,
it's deflected by Green.
John gets
and now
the ball,
John
wide
McCarty
open,
gets it.
and he lays it in. Those are John's first 2 points of the game as we conclude the first quarter.
The score at the end of the first quarter is Lake Orion 17 and the visitors 10. It has been a fast-paced first quarter. For more,
I guess they just went right after the quarter. I don't know who scored the other two.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jake Rapinati. Character. Character is something we must prove every day. Character is what we do when nobody's watching. Nobody can see whether or not you're going to make the right choice, but you decide to make the right choice anyways because it's the right thing to do. Character is proving yourself each and every day. Proving that we have character can be one of the hardest challenges we face. But when we succeed, it's glorious.
and welcome back, where the second quarter is about to begin. The Dragons again are in the lead 17-10. Bloomfield had the possession arrow and is about to inbound it.
David Henry has 11 of the Dragons, 17 points so far.
Jackson settling the game down and bringing it up the court. Jackson dished it, but they couldn't get anything, so it's back to him.
Jackson's looking for something on the inside, but can't find anyone open.
Jackson has the ball again, takes a shot,
Ooh.
drains the three.
Makes a contested three-pointer.
Green taking it up the court. Gives it to Boudreaux.
Jimmy's probably like going
gives it
best
to
perimeter
McCarty.
shooter.
It is out of bounds off Lake Orion. Jackson bringing it up the court. He passes it to Beard.
They get it back
Beard.
to Jackson, who has 5 points this game.
Who gives it to Luca?
Ooh, looks like a timeout from West Bloomfield.
Let's message mean things to Lauren.
Yeah.
Tell her that she's ugly and weird at the same time.
Oh my god, that's so good.
Yeah. Let's just make her feel really bad about herself.
Yes.
Kiana, look what they just posted on my profile.
Oh my god.
It's okay. What should I do about it? You should really tell an adult. Are you sure? I don't really want to make it a big deal.
It is a big deal.
Any kind of healthy food choice is a good food choice. Things like fruit, vegetables, and salads are great examples of healthy food. Milk, water, and juice that are low in sugar are also healthy choices. Unhealthy food like fruit snacks and snack cakes can lead to obesity. It is important to eat a balanced and healthy meal according to the food pyramid.
We are back from the timeout, and West Bloomfield has the ball. Tristan Jackson bringing it up court.
He dishes it to Beard, who gives it to McCade.
Ooh. 3 bounces in and out, but doesn't go in.
Henry with the rebound, who gives it to Green. Green pushing it up the court. He takes a shot.
Takes
He's called
wild
for a
shot
charge.
and gets an offensive foul called on him.
That is his first personal foul.
The team's second foul.
Jackson bringing it up. Gives it to Luca. Luca has nothing.
Ooh, almost stolen. Oh, and Jimmy takes the ball away. He's got a wide open drive, and he makes a layup.
Jackson bringing it up the court.
That's Jimmy Boudreau's first 2 points of the game, who's usually known for his 3-point shooting.
Jackson thinks about it, gives it back to Beard, who thinks about it, but gives it back to Jackson. Jackson is called for the treble. The ball will be given back to Lake Orion. David Henry to inbound. Green bringing it up the court. Green setting up play, gives it to McCarty.
Looks like they're trying to get something inside, and they try, but it's deflected out of bounds by West Bloomfield.
Jimmy Boudreau to inbound. To David Henry, to McCarty, to Boudreau, who shoots a 3 but misses. It's out of bounds off the rim to West Bloomfield.
Dragons really need Jimmy to hit most of his threes this game if they're going to win this game.
Jackson bringing it up the court. Gives it to King. Then to Beard. Then to Jackson.
Zach going
then
for another
Beard,
steal.
King. Jackson takes a shot, drains it.
Jackson gets his 7th point of the game.
Green bringing it up the court, settling the game down.
Zach pushing, gets a foul called on number 4, Tristan Jackson.
Correction, that was number 1, King. That is his 2nd personal foul and the team's 3rd.
It's into David Henry. He shoots, gets another basket.
Jackson bringing it up the court. Gives it to Luca. Luca can't find anything. King thinks about shooting, doesn't. Win for 3.
That is his first basket of the game.
McCarty bringing the ball up the court. Passes it to Green. To Henry. To Fox. Henry. Green.
McCarty's looking for the ball inside, but they're not giving it to him.
David Henry looking inside.
They finally get it inside to John and call a foul on number 3.
That is Bailey's first personal foul and the team's 4th. Jimmy Boudreau to inbound. Gets it to Nick Fox, who gives it to Boudreau. Back to Boudreau, misses to the 3. Luca going for it, but
poked out by John McCarty, and he steals the ball, and he loses control of the ball. Looks like we have a jump ball.
The possession goes to Lake Orion. Boudreaux to inbound. He gets it to Green.
Looks
Who
like
gives
Lake
it
Orion
to
trying to
McCarty.
set up a play here.
Henry to Fox. Fox takes the shot. It's off the rim. They call a foul on Jimmy Boudreaux on the rebound attempt. That is his first personal foul and third team foul. Jackson bringing the ball up the court. Gives it to Bailey.
Oh, another steal by the Dragons, but it's poked away out of bounds.
Poked away out of bounds, but off of West Bloomfield. That is Lake Orion's ball.
Looks like they're giving a little bit of full court pressure to the Dragons here. They still haven't got it over half court. Oh, he throws it away to the other team.
Bailey with 2. Boudreaux can't get it up the court. McCarty to Boudreaux.
The Dragons
They
finally
get it.
get it over half court.
Give it to Fox, who
Oh.
misses the easy layup, but David is there for the putback.
Luckily, David's there to get his 15th point of the game.
Luca for 3.
Wide open attempt. He has 9 points this game.
Henry taking it up, tries to get it to Green, but it's stolen by Jackson. Jackson trying to push it up the court, stolen by McCarty. McCarty is called.
One of these teams need to slow the pace down a little bit. Both teams are out of control right now.
West Bloomfield's called for the foul. Jackson, that's his first personal and team's 5th foul. This Lake Orion calls a 30-second timeout.
Drink water.
And we
15
are
points.
back. The score is 23-23.
David Henry currently has a game high with 15 points.
There's 2:45 remaining in the first half. Turnbull inbounds to Green, who can't get his dribble but then regains it. Bailey on defense. They get it to Markham, who gives it to Turnbull. Turnbull takes a shot, misses it off the rim. Jackson gets the rebound. He's looking to press. Bailey to Jackson. They're resetting.
West Bloomfield can't really seem to get the ball inside at all. And they call it travel. It looks like a questionable call. Didn't really see him as he moved his feet.
That would have given them a 3-point lead, but instead it is still tied 23-23. Green bringing it up the court.
Oh,
tries-
stolen right back away.
Bailey lays it up and in for 2 after Green's mistake.
That is his 4th point of the game.
Green bringing it up the court again. Nate Markham to Joe Turnbull, who lays it up and in.
Joe gets his first 2 points of the game.
Block on Green.
The refs are talking it over. And they're
The
calling it a blocking foul.
The coaches on Lake Orion's bench look very disappointed with the call.
That is Joe's first foul, the team's 4th foul.
They're saying that he was not set when he tried to get the charge call.
Gervon Wynn is up to shoot 2 free throws. He currently has 3 points on this game.
The first one is up and good. Johnson is coming back into the game for Lake Orion. Wynn takes his second one but misses it. They call a lane violation on Nate Markup. That means another free throw for West Bloomfield.
Gervin now has 4 points after making 1 of 2 from the line just a few seconds ago.
He's back for one more attempt because of the lane violation. Shot is up and good, making the score 27-25 with 1:36 remaining. Markham gets the inbound pass, who gives it to McCarty.
They need to get the ball over half court.
McCarty gets it over just in time. McCarty tries to drive, but it's stolen. They call a travel on Nate Markham, who came up with the loose ball. Jackson bringing it up the court.
No foul called. Fans here are upset from West Bloomfield, but they steal it right back anyway.
Stolen by Bailey, who gives it to Jackson, takes a shot, misses it. John McCarty with the rebound. Gives it to Johnson. They're slowing down the game.
Lake Orion's looking to possibly get the last shot of this first half.
John gives it to Turnbull, who takes a shot. No good. Bailey with the rebound to Jackson. They're going, pressing it. He puts it up and in. That is Jackson.
That'll be a 4-point lead for Bloomfield.
Johnson slowing it down. They might be looking for the last shot of the first half.
John McCarty's wide open for the 3, but misses it. They get it up to Bailey, and he misses.
Who misses it? 1 second left.
5 more seconds. Can Joe Turnbull score here? And he misses, and it's out of bounds on West Bloomfield. 1.1 seconds left on the clock. Lake Orion will hopefully inbound the ball and get a quick shot up and cut it within 2 at the half.
There have been quite a few missed fouls. Foul calls.
Oh. They go for the alley-oop, and Nate Markham is fouled on the attempt.
Looked like he fell down hard. But it looks like he's okay.
West Bloomfield fans are upset with the call, saying Nate Markham jumped on him, and it shouldn't be a foul on West Bloomfield.
Foul is on number 33, Elred. That is his first personal and team 6th. This will end the first half.
First shot is good from Nate Markham.
Getting ready to take his second. He makes them both, and that is the end of the first half. The score is 29-27. with Bloomfield in the lead.
3 years ago, my little brother Ted passed away from a drunk driving incident. My cousin was driving and she was under the influence. She was lucky enough to get away with her life, but Ted, not so lucky.
Jackson bringing it up the court. Gives it to King.
Playing good defense. They can't really find anyone. Oh, and he almost steals
Jackson gets the ball, takes a shot, air ball. Nate
Some
Markham with the
contact on the
rebound.
play, but no foul called.
Turnbull with the ball, gives it to Green. Green looks for the pass, can't find anyone. Gets it to Henry. Henry takes it in and makes it.
That is David's 17th point of the game.
King with the ball, gives it back to Jackson. Luca.
Ooh, no travel called, and he moved his feet.
Luca passes it to number 33, Al Reed, who puts it in for two. Turnbull bringing the ball up the court. Turnbull still with the ball.
Like, Orion's really have done a good job getting the ball inside to David Henry today, having 17 points for him.
Green has it, being defended well by Jackson. David Henry sets the screen for Green, who passes it to Turnbull. King takes it out of Turnbull's hand, but it goes out of bounds. Stays with the Dragons.
Kicked out by Michael King.
Turnbull gets it to Henry. There's a foul called inside.
Wow.
There's a foul on Green, number 15, and they call a technical foul on 15. Both of those fouls count as personal fouls, giving him 3 for the day and 2 team fouls.
West Bloomfield fans certainly aren't happy with this call. Joe Turnbull hits his first free throw.
Turnbull makes the first shot. And the second on the technical foul. They now will get the ball.
That gives Joe 6 points on the game.
Turnbull is one of their most consistent free throw shooters. Johnson has the ball. Tries to get it to Nate, but he's covered well. Gets it to Green. Green looking for somewhere to go. Staying around on the outside of the perimeter. Gives it to Henry. To Markham, who goes up and is fouled. He will go to the line to shoot 2.
Foul by Michael King.
That is his 3rd personal foul and team's 3rd. Markham makes the first of his 2 free throws.
King will be taken out of the game having 3 fouls.
Bailey in to replace him. Markham makes the second shot also, and they take the lead back 33-31. Bailey for 2. Green bringing it up the court. Luca with the steal.
But Dragons steal it right back.
Turnbull now has the ball. Gives it to Green.
Green looking for someone to pass to.
Gives it to Henry finally. To Turnbull. Turnbull loses the dribble off of his foot, out of bounds to West Bloomfield. Jackson bringing it up the court.
Nice board by Nate Markham, and he dishes out to David Henry.
David Henry goes up for the layup and makes it.
That's David's 19th.
He gets the steal also.
Oh. David has 19 points already this game.
Green has the ball. Markham with the ball, looking, goes back to Green, who takes the three,
Ooh.
airballs it.
Zach isn't really known for his three-point shooting. Zach's more known for his handles and speed.
Jackson bringing it up the court. Luca has it to Jackson. To Al Reed, but it's off his hands, out of bounds to Lake Orion.
Zach gets it into Johnson as he looks up court. He'll push it up court, pass it to Joe Turnbull. He looks inside for Nate Markham.
But it's knocked out of bounds by West Bloomfield. Lake Orion will inbound underneath their own basket. Green takes the mid-range jumper, and it's good.
Those are Zach's first points of the game.
Jackson gives it to number 33, who gives it to Luca, who gives it back to Jackson. Jackson can't find anywhere to go with it, so he dribbles back. Ari drives, and it's in for two.
Makes a two through the contact.
Johnson bringing it up
They
the
try
court.
to trap Damon Johnson, but he gets away.
Gives it to Green, who gives it to Henry, in for two.
Henry has now gotten over 20 points this game with 21.
Jackson, who gives it to Reed. Back to Jackson. They're settling it down, calling out a play. They give it to Wynn, then back to Jackson, then to Bailey, then to Allreed. But it is out of bounds. Possession stays with West Bloomfield. Luca makes the easy basket uncontested. Johnson looking to bring it up the court.
Anton Lucas now has their team high with 11 points.
Turnbull with the ball now. Gets it to Markham, to Henry.
David gets another basket. Make that 23 points for the tall senior.
Luca has it to Jackson. Gives it to Luca.
Oh.
Luca misses the easy layup, and again on the rebound. He gets the rebound, though, and airballs.
Lucas misses 3 straight shots.
The ball was out of bounds off Lake Orion, so the ball will go back to West Bloomfield.
Lake Orion subs in number 24, Jimmy Boudreau, number 54, John McCarty.
Allreed looking to get it inside to Luca. He does, but Luca doesn't have a shot. Gives it back to Wynn. Wynn goes inside.
And they call that a foul on Lake Orion.
Called the foul on David Henry. That's his first personal and first team foul of the second half. The first free throw is no good.
Wynn is currently 2 for 4 from the free throw line this game. Make that 3 for 5. He gets his 6th point of the game.
McCarty with the ball, gives it to Boudreaux, who goes up but misses it, gets his own rebound, goes up again and makes it for 2.
Jimmy's
Jackson,
up to 4 points this game.
Jackson pushed it up the court, but then they settled it down once they got over the half-court line. He gives it to Luca. Luca looking for something to do, but can't, and gives it back to Jackson. Luca drives, tries to dish it off to number 42, and he gets the basket. Number 42, Jones, with the basket. Johnson bringing it up the court.
Lake Orion hasn't really given Jimmy Boudreaux many opportunity to shoot a 3. It's a travel on number 54, John McCarty.
Jackson bringing it up the court.
He falls down, but luckily his teammate gets the ball.
He takes it to the net, but can't make the basket. Green
Zach
loses.
Green is taken down at half court.
The foul is on number 11, Beard. Correction. West Bloomfield foul is called on number 3, Bailey. That is his second personal foul and team's 4th.
Bailey quickly gets called for another foul. That is his 3rd foul of the game now.
And the team's 5th.
West Bloomfield's got to be careful. It's still the 3rd quarter, and they're already up to 5 team fouls.
McCarty looking for somewhere to go.
Ooh. A lot of contact, but no foul being called.
Green looking for somewhere to go. Gives it to Henry, who drives and puts it in, and 1. That is West Bloomfield's 6th personal foul, which could come back to haunt them in the 4th quarter.
David Henry currently has 25 points and is 1 for 2 from the free throw line tonight.
David Henry is going to shoot 1 at the charity strike.
Let's see if he can add on to his impressive 25 points this evening.
Beard brings it up the court. Looks for Jackson. Jackson gets it. Jackson drives inside. And they are called, Lake Orion's called for a blocking foul. The call is on number 10, Damon Johnson. That is his 1st personal foul and team's 2nd. They get it into Beard, who drives. Looks for the pass, but it is not there. McCarty gets the steal, gives it right back, and Jackson makes the basket. 5 seconds.
Jackson now has 11 points on the game. Lake Orion could not put a bucket in before the end of the 3rd quarter.
McCarty looked to force it up, but could not as time expired. At the end of the 3rd quarter, it's Lake Orion 46 and Bloomfield 42.
C
H
A
R A C T E
R. Character is doing the right thing even when no one's looking.
It's doing what's right, even when the odds are against you.
Being courteous to others.
It's what makes you unique.
It means being the best person that you can be.
It is willingness to do whatever it takes to succeed.
Character is doing the right thing even when it's the hard thing.
To be able to be yourself and to be proud of it.
And we are back for the start of the fourth quarter. The score is 46-42. The Dragons are in the lead.
West Bloomfield has 6 fouls, and they are in serious foul trouble right now as Lake Orion only has 2 fouls.
Lake Orion will start with the ball.
Bloomfield currently has 3 players in foul trouble with 3 fouls each.
Jimmy Boudreau goes for the 3.
The fans really have not been a factor in this game. They're all sitting down now, and the fan section seems to be dwindling.
Nate Markham is called for the foul. That is his second and the team's third. Jackson has the ball. Looking to go inside, but he can't find anyone to give it to. He gives it to Beard on the perimeter. Beard looking to go inside, but he's stripped. Boudreau tries to get the ball. It rolls around on the ground for a bit, and David Henry comes up with it. What a game he has been having.
Oh, David was open on the inside, but it was stolen away.
Luca to Jackson, who goes up for 2 but misses. Green with the rebound.
Passes it up to Damon, and he misses the layup, but
David's
there to put it back
again
in.
to put it back for 2 more.
David is up to 28 points this game.
Beard went inside but couldn't find anywhere to shoot it. Gave it back to Luca, who missed it.
David gets the board. Lake Orion's looking to extend on their 2-possession game. They call the offensive foul on Damon Jackson.
Johnson is called for another foul. That is his second and the team's 4th. Beard gives it back to Jackson. Allred with the basket. Henry brought it up, gave it to Johnson, who gave it to Markham, but he's blocked. He gets his ball back, goes up 2 more times, and finally is called for the foul. He will go to the line to shoot 2. Nate Markham makes his second free throw, going 1 for 2 at the line.
Nate's now 5 for 6 from the free throw line, and that's all 5 of his points from the free throw line.
King passes it to Jackson, who takes it up and is fouled. He will go to the line to shoot 2. Johnson is called for his 3rd personal foul.
This will be Tristan Jackson's first free throw attempt of the game. And he misses it.
That is 5 team fouls. West Bloomfield has 7 team fouls, putting the Lake Orion Dragons in the bonus.
Jackson makes 1 of 2, and he's currently up to 12 points on the game.
Johnson pushing it up the court. King is called for a hold, and that will be a 1-and-1 opportunity for Johnson.
That is King's 4th foul of the game. 1 more foul, and he'll be kicked out of the game. Johnson at the free throw line. He has 2 points this game. He misses the front end of the 1-and-1.
The rebound goes to number 33, LaReed, who gives it to Mikado. Jackson misses the three-pointer.
There has not been many three-pointers made this game.
Johnson looking for someone to go to. He gives it to Henry, who thinks about giving it to Turnbull.
With a nice backdoor move to Nate Markham to get 2 points. Nate now has 7 points on the game.
Rebound by David Henry.
They're pushing
it up the court. Give it to Markham, who goes up for another 2.
Nate gets back-to-back baskets, and he's up to 9 points. And West Bloomfield calls a timeout as they are suddenly down by 8 points.
That is a full timeout. The score is 53-45. We will be right back.
Help! Somebody help! My toy's stuck in a tree!
Have no fear! Super Character Man is here!
Gee, thanks, mister!
No problem, kiddo.
You don't have to be a superhero to have great character. Small acts of kindness are a great way to show your character. Water is very important to our daily lives. It makes the rain, which brings the flowers. And everybody likes flowers. So conserve water and make a happy world today.
Welcome back. West Bloomfield has the ball with 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Lake Orion up by 8.
Jackson has the ball, gives it to King. Mikado back to King.
Wide open three in the corner, and he hits it.
Luca nailed it for 3.
Lucas now has 14 points on the game.
And Johnson has the ball, passes it to David Henry, who gives it to Turnbull. What a nice pass by David Henry to Nate Markham for 2.
David and Nate have most of Lake Orion's points tonight, scoring a combined 41 between them.
Move your feet off arm! Oh my goodness sakes!
Jackson. To Mikado. And King misses the 3.
He's open in the lane, but pass it out and miss a 3.
Jackson takes it in and makes it.
Tristan Jackson now is a high for West Bloomfield with 16 points.
King called for the foul. That is his 5th personal foul, meaning he is out for the game. Johnson will be shooting a 1-and-1. One more foul, and they will be in the double bonus.
Johnson's 0 for 1 from the free throw line today. Make that 1 for 2.
Johnson made the front end of the 1-and-1 and will get one more attempt. He makes the 2nd free throw attempt.
He's 2 for 3 from the line tonight and 4 points overall.
The Reed takes a shot, misses it. Rebound by Boudreau, who gives it to Turnbull. They give it to Johnson.
Oh. Drives to the lane, but cannot make the layup.
Luca taking it up, gives it to Jackson. Can't find anywhere to go with it.
Wild pass, and it's deflected out of bounds by David Henry. Lake Orion will call a timeout. 30-second timeout.
That is a 30-second timeout. Lake Orion is in the lead 57-50 with 3:27 remaining in the fourth quarter. We are back. Lake Orion is looking to close out this game with 3:27 remaining on the clock.
West Bloomfield will get the ball.
Bailey to inbound. He gives it to Luca, but Luca can't get the shot off. He then passes it to Jackson. Jackson looking for somewhere to go. He gives it to Bailey. Bailey who gives it to Luca.
Bloomfield still can't find anyone down in the low post to pass it to.
Jackson. Jackson drives.
Be a blocking foul on Lake Orion. Second foul on Joe Turnbull.
That is the team 6. One more, and West Bloomfield will be in the bonus. Jackson thinks about 3, doesn't take it. Reed tries to get it to Bailey, and does, and it's in for 2.
That is Bailey's 6th point of the game.
Boudreaux trying to get it up the court. Luca playing some tight defense.
Ooh. Jimmy falls to the floor, but Lake Orion calls a timeout. West Bloomfield not happy with the call. No.
My family has helped craft me into the person I am today because of the support they give me and the love they show me.
Music has helped craft me because it sets me apart from everyone else.
My friends have crafted me in the person that I am today by teaching me that it's okay to be myself and to be my own person.
Dance has helped craft me to be the person I am today by helping me find myself.
My friends have helped shape who I am today because they've always been by my side.
Orion calls a timeout after Jimmy Boudreaux fell on the floor.
Turnbull inbounds it to Green. Green looking for somewhere to go. Gives it back to Turnbull. To Boudreaux.
Jimmy really hasn't had very many shots today. He's one of their key players.
Henry misses the easy layup. Markham goes up for the layup, and it's fouled. He will go to the line to shoot 2.
Markham is 5 for 6 from the free throw line tonight.
Foul is called on number 33, Zach Allred. That is his 3rd personal foul. And team's 10th.
Nate's now 6 of 8 from the line and has 12 points overall.
Jackson gives it to Wynn, then to Luca. Luca takes a shot, misses it, rebound by Turnbull. Turnbull taking it up the court.
The fans are wanting a foul for push off. Ooh, almost an over and back, but he keeps it on their side of the court. Goes out of bounds, but Lake Orion will keep the ball.
Joe Turnbull inbounds to Nate Markham. Markham gives it to Henry. Henry tries to get it back to Markham, but it's stolen. Green then steals it, but Jackson gets it back and lays it up for 2.
Jackson now has 16 points for West Bloomfield. That is a team high.
Jackson goes for the steal, but it goes out of bounds.
They're putting pressure on the Dragons, trying to
Green
get it so they
can't
don't
seem to
get
get it over the half-court line.
Ooh, and a travel is called on Zach Green. The Dragons will sub in John McCarty.
Sean McCarty coming in for Boudreaux. Jackson looking to do something, gives it to Luca. Luca thinks about the shot, but then drives in and lays it up for 2. Timeout called by West Bloomfield.
I need to exercise. Don't be lazy. Go exercise.
Hey, you want to work out?
Sure, dude.
Let's do this.
All right.
Don't quit. Get fit.
And we are back. Lake Orion is inbounding the ball. They get it to Green.
Lake Orion only has a 2-point lead, and they're looking to extend that here.
To Turnbull.
Ooh.
Green gets the ball, gives it to Markham. Markham up for 2, and he gets a chance for the 3-point play. With a minute 6 remaining, they could go up by 5 if he makes this free throw.
Nate has 14 points now on the game, and he is 6 for 8 from the free throw line.
That is Allreed's 3rd personal foul. And the team's 11th.
Make that 15 points for Nate, 7 for 9 from the free throw line.
Jackson goes right down the court and puts a layup in, uncontested. Lake Orion, West Bloomfield calls a 30-second timeout. The score is 60-58 with 59 seconds remaining.
I'm unique.
I'm different.
I stand out. I'm special.
I'm diverse.
I'm me.
I'm out of the ordinary.
I'm an individual.
I'm my own person.
We are back where the Dragons are up by 3.
With only a little under a minute left in the final quarter of the game. Lake Orion can't seem to get it in. They get it to McCarty.
McCarty looking for somewhere to go, but the press is good.
That's a bad pass by John. But out of bounds on West Bloomfield.
Bailey's called out of bounds.
Lake Orion needs to make better passes here.
Johnson trying to get over the half-court line. He does.
A little flop and trying to get the offensive foul call.
They are trying to run the clock out. They are not going to try and take a shot. West Bloomfield has to foul.
Just under 30 seconds left in the game. Lake Orion is up by 3.
Wynn is called for his first personal foul. Lake Orion is in the double bonus.
This will be Zach Green's first free throw attempt of the game. He currently has 2 points.
He makes his first of 2 attempts. He makes both attempts, and the lead is now 5 for the Dragons.
They get a quick 2 points, though. Jackson's up to 20 points on the game. Lake Orion's up by 3 with just under 25 seconds.
With just under 25 seconds remaining, Lake Orion has a 3-point lead. Lake Orion is to inbound.
Lake Orion's looking to make this a 2-possession game and possibly end the game.
Johnson gets it to Joe.
And
Joe is
finally
fouled.
foul after wasting 5 seconds off the clock.
Turnbull going to the line to shoot 2.
He's 2 for 2 from the free throw line tonight. He has 6 points overall in the game.
Turnbull makes his first free throw. That was a crucial free throw to put him up by 4 with 20 seconds to go. And he makes a second to put him up by 5.
Joe is perfect from the free throw line tonight, making all 4. And he has 8 points on the game.
All right. Puts it up, but it's no good.
John can't maintain the rebound, and Bloomfield gets it back.
Henry gets it.
He's just going to run the rest of the clock out, and Lake Orion will win this game 65-60.